Hello everyone, Naitsabes here, and today my first kind of a vlog thing, but I'm gonna post this gameplay of Battlefield 1 sniping while I'm gonna have this vlog kind of thing on the side, more like a face cam for that. But I wanted to make start doing vlogs, and actually this is gonna be like a little introduction, but let's get to the topics that I wanted to talk about. Actually, there is no topic. What I wanted this kind of video series to be is just basically, you know, a free-for-all, I would say, where there's no certain topic. I'm gonna talk about things like out of the whole world, not just gaming, but like, you know, other things, for example YouTube and all that, that I've noticed and I want to speak about. Well, one of the things is actually I've noticed a lot of actual YouTubers quit, and the thing is, I think is they're quitting because usually YouTubers are actually good when they actually start their YouTube channel around the time when the game comes out. For example, The Division came out a year ago, and that's when a couple YouTubers actually started to YouTube. You know, they started really nicely, and they've been they had a really good following for that time. But the thing is, now that The Division is kind of on a stale kind of you know, it's gonna be pretty much dead from now on. A lot of them are quitting actually YouTube because that's what got them, and I don't think so they can actually you know, transition, or at least they don't feel like they can transition into other games. One of the things is actually people tend to have a hard time when they have to transition from one game to another. As you can see, most YouTubers actually are focused on one game, either Call of Duty, Battlefield, you know, whatever the game is. But they're mostly focused on one game, and it's really hard for gamers to actually have a multi-game channel because it's not that easy. Either they have like you know, they play different games, but at the moment when they play different games, they have a certain topic, like overall they're really funny or something. And here's the problem: if you're gonna make you know, guides and everything for The Division, it's gonna be hard for you to switch to another game because, well, all the other games pretty much have their own kind of YouTubers, and it's really hard to get into it. For example, if you want to be a Battlefield 1 you know, video maker, you're gonna have a really big problem if you want to have some, you know, information, since there's Westy, level cap, and all of those. And you know, they already have, you know, advantage over you, since not only they play on PC and they can you know, find things from CTE, but also they're really they get a lot of help from from EA and DICE, since they know that is a really like a sponsoring thing. So that's a big problem for community makers and, you know, content makers in general when they start, and if their game dies down. Only thing is that The Division is gonna be there's gonna be a second Division, and that could actually revive, you know, some channels. But other than that, I think it's not really easy for them. Another thing is that I want to say about is actually a lot of YouTubers are quitting because there has been some kind of changes on YouTube, and I don't really know what they're talking about because I've seen no change. But overall, they said they actually had some kind of change. I think it's due to monetizing money on YouTube videos, and you know, because of that, they actually quit. Another thing is, I want to actually start vlogging, like I said before, and I was thinking how I could implement it. I thought I would actually do, you know, I don't really have a topic for myself, so I thought, you know, sometimes I think about something and I thought, you know what, that would be a good topic, but then I'm like, it doesn't really fall into my category of videos, and I thought, why not just make, you know, video logs, even if they're gonna be looking like this one, where I just talk about things that I have in my mind, just to let out, you know, because sometimes you know, I'm driving and I'm thinking, oh, I should talk about that, but then I get home and I'm, you know, kind of tired, I'm not gonna do it. But I think that would be a cool idea. Also comment down below what you guys think about this. But also I want to go into vlogging. I want this channel to be, I don't like, that's the problem that I had. A lot of channels have, you know, either guides, funny videos, or whatever. You don't really see channels that are over all, like, everything a little bit, you know, sometimes funny, sometimes informational, you know. It seems like all are strictly to something, and I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to have this channel to be not only gaming but vlogs also. And that's where I had my problem, because I thought, you know, if I'm doing gaming, it's not easy to do vlogs, or, you know, if you're known from gaming, it's easier to do vlogs. or the other way around. If you're known for vlogging, you can always make a gaming channel. But what about if I actually implemented those two things into one and make like a gaming and vlogging channel, you know, generally just me, and have my topics, you know, if I have some kind of a guide, I'm gonna post a guide. If I have some kind of review, some thoughts about a game, you know, some information, I'm gonna post that. If I have some ideas from around the world, I'm gonna post that. And if I want to just, you know, turn on my camera and talk to you guys, I'm gonna actually do that. So, also one more thing, I actually am in a kind of a top position where I'm still playing on PS4 with my friends, but also I have a really good PC that I can play pretty much everything on the highest settings. And the problem here is I don't really know what to do, since I know they're not going to transfer over to PC because they don't have the money at the moment, and they don't like PC. They generally like to game on PS4. But games like Rainbow Six Siege, which are much better on, you know, mouse and keyboard, that's a really big problem, and I don't really know how I can actually do it. I know that it's much cheaper to get Rainbow Six on PC, you know, from Steam and all those, you know, just the key, but the problem is I could sell PS4 and implement that money into, you know, better gear for my PC, but the thing is, like, you know, the better keyboard maybe, but the thing is, I will not be able to play with them, and that is a big problem for me, since I don't really know anyone that has actually played or is playing on PC. And, you know, it'll be fun to make videos of them, that actually is, and that is actually something that I do on my second channel, which is Polish channel. I'm gonna link it down in the description, where we play Rainbow Six Siege and other games on PS4, and that's how I make videos for that. But I'm gonna have to quit with that if I'm gonna sell PS4. So that is kind of like a hard thing for me. Also, one more thing, if anybody knows if it's even possible for Battlefield 1 on PC to change, you know, from Polish to English. Since I bought it from Origin, but I bought it in Poland, I have, you know, the voices and everything are in English, but, you know, just the general, like, everything is written in Polish. And it's not a problem for me, but, you know, I guess people that watch the videos, I think they would rather see that in English than in Polish. But overall, I think my change from PS4 to PC is a really good one. I actually am enjoying it a lot. The quality is much better, and my PC is really strong, so it's really a ton of fun. I mean, pretty much rediscovering gaming a little bit. You know, the mouse and keyboard, a ton of fun. Well, I am in Krakow, and because of that, I thought, you know, vlogging would be cool, because, you know, when you see vloggers, you see those similar places like, you know, Los Angeles, Chicago, you know, all that. But I thought, why not start vlogging? Because I'm in Krakow, and I'm gonna show you guys, you know, something way different. You know, Krakow is much different than any city in the US, pretty much. So I thought, you know, it's gonna be a cool thing. And we have beautiful weather, and you cannot even see it out the window because it's so white on the camera. But basically, it's so beautiful today, like a really nice spring day. So I was thinking about that too. I could show you a little bit of the city. I know a lot in terms of historical importance and everything. I can talk about that. Like I said, I wanted this channel to be like overall everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you. Well, I cannot say on the Battlefield anymore because I'm not actually posting about Battlefield strictly. So comment down below what do you guys think about this video? What do you would change? Maybe what you would implement into this? What is your thoughts about any of the ideas that I said in this video? And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you later.